couldn't see myself being happy staying there doing the same thing for the next, I don't know, 30, 40 years or whatever. Doing this, it's different every day. You know what I mean? It's like, totally. It's never the same thing. I would be in that office every day just looking at the same wall. Yep, I spent 8 years in that place. Just staring at all the airplanes land. But here we are now, flying over Chevron. I'm kind of one of those airplanes.
Hey guys, it's Matthew from Sling Pilot Academy. Around here, we get people that come from a variety of different backgrounds, and this week, we're gonna shine a spotlight on one of our career changers, Brandon Nielsen. He started off working at the refinery in El Segundo, and now he's getting ready to move on to his next steps after completing all of his training and his hours here. Today, we're gonna take the Sling TSI, go for a flight over his old work site at the refinery, and talk about his transition. Let's go talk to him in the plane.
Still in here. I left this thing in here like a week ago. Thought I lost it. Torrance ground Chevron Sling 916 Tango Sierra. The field pay request taxi for a left box time. We have whiskey.
916 Tango Sierra, Torrance ground. Running 11 left taxi via Delta Alpha Bravo.
11 left via Delta Alpha Bravo 6 Tango Sierra. Alright.
How you been?
Been excellent.
Good.
How have you been?
Been good, dude. It's been busy, but keeping me from getting bored, so that's good.
Yeah.
For those that are watching that don't know, what's your name and what do you do here?
My name is Brandon Nielsen. I am flight instructor, test pilot, ferry pilot. Kind of wear a bunch of different hats, but kind of mainly doing test flights and like airplane deliveries when those come about at this point. It's fun. I get to fly a bunch of new airplanes.
Thank you, right at the end, contact ground.
It's a lot of like hands-on flying, which
approved and clear to land.
I think is very fun, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Torrance Tower, experimental 916 Tango Sierra, holding short 11 left, request a left box climb departure.
916 Tango Sierra, Torrance Tower, roger, standby.
Can you guess what our main export was at El Segundo refinery, given its proximity to LAX?
Fuel.
What kind of fuel?
Jet fuel.
There you go. You nailed it.
Right. Flying 6 Tango Sierra, left box times approved, runway 11 left, clear for takeoff, wind 0604.
Clear for takeoff, 11 left, 6 Tango Sierra. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
And we are off.
Beautiful. It's almost like you fly these planes regularly or something.
I've done this once or twice.
Takeoff altitude.
So as we're climbing up here, tell me, what did you do before Sling?
So before Sling, I worked at the Chevron El Segundo oil refinery. I started out cleaning storage tanks, right? So those big crude tanks that you see, they look like giant soda cans. I would go into those things and literally clean them out with whatever kind of tools you could imagine, squeegees, shovels. Did that for a while, and then I kind of moved on to become a centrifuge operator, which is basically this almost like a giant washing machine. We put the product into it, and it spins it really fast, and then it separates all the oil, water, and sediment, so that the refinery kind of extracts as much good oil they can from even the sludge that's in those tanks, right? Did that for another, I don't know, a couple years, and then by the time I left, I moved up to be the kind of branch manager of the division for Chevron on the tank side. At that point, the work wasn't as hard, you know, physically, but it just was the same thing every day. I didn't find myself being excited to go to work. I mean, a lot of people aren't, but it was just like, wasn't enjoying work, right? I didn't want to do it much longer. When I was growing up, I used to come out to Torrance Airport all the time, ever since I was like 6 years old. My uncle's a pilot. He has an airplane here, and he just retired from American. but him and his friends used to always take me flying, and I always loved it, you know?
Nice.
So I was kind of complaining to him one day. I was like, hey, my job. You know? He's like, well, you don't have to do something you don't like. And he told me there's a new flight school at the airport in Sling. Like, you always wanted to fly, so why don't you check it out? Sure enough, I came down and I did a discovery flight with Jean. That was exciting, you know, flying with Jean, and then basically signed up for the program the same day. Yeah, just kind of everything in a nutshell. I was working at the oil refinery, which we're going to go fly over here in a minute. Did it for 8 years, and I would have never thought I could make such a big career. I was pretty established there, you know. I was like, I could have stayed there the rest of my life. No, I just made a total change in my life, just totally different path, and very happy with the decision, because now when I go to work, I have fun, I look forward to work. I don't get annoyed thinking when I wake up in the morning, like, great, I gotta go to work now. It's like, oh, I gotta go fly airplanes. It's like, great, I gotta go to work now. Exactly, yeah. Which is how everyone should be. If you're not happy with what you do, at least try to make a change and do something that you would enjoy, you know? Totally. There's always a way. I think we'll start cruising over.
Let's do it. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go see it. You can already kind of see it from here. Yeah, giant refinery. It stretches from the beach all the way to, I want to say it's Sepulveda.
November 6 Tango Sierra, traffic 1 o'clock, 2.5 miles southeastbound alternate gate, 3,000, correction, 3,600 type intentions unknown.
Traffic inside 6 Tango Sierra. We're going to go down to 3,000 and we'll be leaving the airspace.
November 6 Tango Sierra, back here. November 6 Tango Sierra, exchange first.
Exchange approved, 6 Tango Sierra, zoo. Yeah, it's 3. Should be no bother to Torrance, Hawthorne, or LAX. The AC is definitely working.
That definitely is working. Yeah, this camera is like, once it overheated, now it's actually chilling once the AC is on.
Yeah, it's kind of blowing right at it. So that's why you guys put AC in, so you can keep the dash cameras rolling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you kind of talked about how exciting it was to get up in a plane and how fun, but what was the main thing that made you decide to switch careers in the end?
It was just I couldn't see myself doing something that I didn't enjoy for the rest of my life. It really was like kind of just the pursuit of happiness thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I didn't see myself being happy staying there, doing the same thing for the next, I don't know, 30, 40 years or whatever. Doing this, it's different every day. You know what I mean? It's like,
totally.
It's never the same thing. The only thing that's consistent about it is you're flying an airplane. But you're going to different places and you're seeing different things every single day. I would be in that office every day just looking at the same wall. And don't get me wrong, I'm extremely grateful for, you know, everything that I got from that job and kind of helped me be able to afford the training for being a pilot. But like I said, it's just I couldn't see myself enjoying the job much longer.
Lima Bravo, traffic for the southbound wind site.
Alright, so all those big round tanks, that's what I would basically clean. We were pretty much like high-tech janitors in a sense. Yep, I spent 8 years in that place. So yeah, a lot of these tanks that we're looking at, I mean, I worked on at least half of them. My favorite times was working on the ones closer to the beach here because you get a nice ocean breeze and you'd be able to see the water every day. When you're closer to, you know, the other side of the refinery, it'd be much hotter, but the ocean breeze is always nice. I wonder if Lupe could see me. Called him earlier.
Man, and LAX is just right there too.
Yeah, so I mean, that was another thing. I'd be working on these tank projects and then just staring at all the airplanes land. I've always liked airplanes since I was a kid, you know, like I said. So I'm looking at them. Man, I wish I could do that. But here we are now, flying over Chevron. I'm kind of one of those airplanes I used to be staring at up above, which is pretty cool, man.
Pretty freaking awesome.
So yeah, those big tanks over there, those biggest ones, those were the crude oil tanks, and they were just brutal to clean. And it would take us months. We'd be in there with this kind of hazmat gear. It's like 3 layers of protective clothing, essentially, with, you know, fresh air. We're under supplied air the whole time, and it's like some of the most excruciating labor you could imagine while under all that gear in an extremely hot environment, and you really can't see anything. There's no lighting, right?
That's crazy,
yeah,
man.
so we would use these little tank lights, we'd call them. I mean, you'd be kind of be able to see, but you're just kind of stomping around sludge and stuff, and it was tough work.
A little bit more fun to fly.
Absolutely. I don't have to break my back every day. But yeah, a lot of memories in that place. It really is cool flying over it now and just looking at everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally right there.
That's it. Yeah, so I'd be staring at all the airplanes all day. Yeah, it's such a trip looking at this place from up here now.
So, how was your transition to doing this then?
Going to Sling was the best choice just because of how the program runs. You know, being an oil worker, I always thought that being a pilot was like rivaling a doctor in the sense of how much you would have to study and things like that. Which, don't get me wrong, you know, aviation, there is a lot to study, and it is kind of complicated coming from zero time, trying to understand all of it. But because we offer the ground school and all the other students are kind of doing the same thing, there's so much resources at Sling that it made the process relatively easy. I mean, I finished from zero time all the way through commercial and CFI within a year, right? So I did it all within 12 months. And if you would have told me a few years ago, hey, you're going to start from zero time and become a flight instructor within a year, I would have thought that was insane. But it's literally because of all the resources that we have there that makes... Because I think that the flying part of training is nowhere as difficult as the ground.
Yeah,
right?
I would agree.
For one, it's so like entertaining.
You just want to do it.
You just want to do it, right? And then ground is like, a pilot's almost a meteorologist. The amount of weather you have to study, aerodynamics, it's almost like you're an engineer, a weatherman, you know, a pilot, all in one. So there's just so much that you have to learn, right?
Yeah.
But to answer the question, it was relatively easy because of how the program is ran at Sling.
I mean, studying hard's a little easier than being inside a drum maybe too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't miss that part of it at all. So I was mainly there. Sometimes we go out of town to like other states to do stuff, other tank projects, but mainly that refinery right there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
As a career changer, is there any other information that you would have wanted to know, like coming in?
I think everything was laid out to me so well just when I did the discovery flight. Like all the questions that I had was, you know, financing it and just what the schedule was like. It was all presented to me very well. If anybody else is thinking of doing it, I would say don't be nervous and just go for it, right? Because that was the biggest thing for me. I was really worried about leaving my job that like I said, it was a great paying job. I was there so long, I could have stayed there forever, you know, and that whole change is just frightening, right? It's like a huge life-changing kind of process, so just do it. That's what be like my biggest advice. If you're thinking about it, you're nervous about it, obviously if it all makes sense financially, just go for it because you won't regret it in the long run. I don't regret it one bit at this point where I'm at now. And like I said, I enjoy work every day. I have a really fun job. I get to fly a bunch of different airplanes and much happier, honestly, you know.
And what's next for you? Do you have any plans?
So I'm part of the SkyWest pilot pathway program that we offer at Sling. I'm pretty close to my ATP minimums. I only need like a few hundred more hours, so that's the plan right now, which I wouldn't mind at all. That's another great paying job where you're flying an airplane all day, you know? So that's the plan for now. If something else pops up, I would totally take it into consideration. I would dream to be like a CAL FIRE pilot, but they only take like, I guess, military pilots and stuff, or people with an insane amount of flight time.
Got it. Start building.
Yeah, that's it, man. So we'll see.
CAL FIRE, he's good.
Yeah, hire me. I'll send you my resume. And I'm local.
All right, well, we got what we needed.
We got it.
Done.
Sick. Torrance South Tower, Sling 916 Tango Sierra, over mobile refinery 3000, inbound full stop of Zulu.
Sling 916 Tango Sierra, Torrance Tower, cross midfield, out above 1,600 for left traffic, runway 29 left.
Alright, cross midfield, out above 1,600, left traffic 29 left, 6 Tango Sierra.
Sling 6 Tango Sierra, traffic in the upwind for the north runway. Cessna alticates 800 and climbing. They'll be turning crossing shortly.
Roger, looking for traffic. Sling us here. 800, we got plenty of room.
Oh, I see them. They're down there. There, we got plenty. Cool.
Sling 6 here. Previous call traffic, no factor. Runway 11. Correction, runway 29 or left. Clear to land number 1.
Roger, clear to land 29 or left, number 1. 6 here. Alright, we're gonna have to get this bird down a bit.
Just a little bit.
Caution, terrain ahead.
Yeah, I see it.
Caution, terrain.
Tango Sierra, Fox 5 to arrival. You're still number 1 for 29 left.
Roger that, Tango Sierra.
50, 40, 30, 20.
And Torrance ground 14 uniform. Heads up, we're
Five.
getting ATIS somehow on 1240. I don't know if that's a us problem or coming from you, but try to give you a heads up.
Alright.
Beautiful.
I'm the best landing for the camera.
What do you mean? That was good.
That was good? Yeah. People.
Left at the contact ground.
I left at the end over ground 6 Tango Sierra. I'm so used to flying alone now, doing test flights that when I fly with people, like the pressure's on. I must perform.
6 Tango Sierra, did you copy? Were you picking up the interference like it sounded like the ATIS on the frequency?
Negative, 6 Tango Sierra. I did not hear the ATIS on this frequency. They are back. Woo! Torrance ground, November 9er16 Tango Sierra, clear of 29er left on Delta, taxi Sling.
916 Tango Sierra, Torrance ground, taxi parking via Delta, great day.
Parking via Delta, you have a great day as well, 6 Tango Sierra. Sweet.
Sweet. Well, thanks, man. That was fun. Thanks for taking me over where I used to work at.
Yeah, thank you. That was cool, kind of getting to look at, you know, my old stomping grounds from the air.
I wonder if your buddy saw you.
My phone's connected to my A20s. I was definitely getting a phone call while we were over it. I could hear the ringtone, so I'm pretty sure he saw us.
Sweet, thanks.
Sweet, man. Thank you. That was cool.
Thanks for watching the video. What should we go fly over next? Drop a comment and let us know. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and we really appreciate it.